Here we go with the Tri-State Audi Knicks postgame show. Tonight, the Knicks in Memphis. Emmanuel quickly on the outside. Knicks with about a minute to go in the third quarter, up by 15 points. But Memphis blocked 16 shots, most in a single game by any team in the NBA this year. Ja Morant went for 37. Down the stretch, the Knicks had a hard time putting points on the board. Morant had 15 of his 37 in the fourth. And the Grizzlies beat New York tonight, 118 to 114. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito along with Monica McNutt and Alan Hahn. Atlanta won tonight. Charlotte won tonight. That means the Knicks are 4.5 games out of a possible play-in spot with only 15 games left in the regular season. Alan, tonight the Knicks with 40 points in the third quarter, 18 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's back to that formula we've seen over the last couple of weeks and really a lot of this season. It's one quarter. There's one quarter that things go wrong, and for a lot of the losses, it's been the fourth quarter. Execution, turnovers, you had all that tonight against the Grizzlies. And you got to give credit to this Grizzlies team, too, because they make it so difficult. The way they block shots. Jaren Jackson Jr. comes out of nowhere to block these shots, help defense, and then they're so good in deflections. They're so good at just getting you to turn the ball over. They are a tough team to play against. We knew this. We talked about this going in, and it was all as advertised. The Knicks battled through this thing and had leads just like we've seen in the past. It's just not enough, especially late.
Yeah, and a couple of things that you mentioned in terms of watching this ballgame, the second chance points. Knicks had 17, the Grizzlies had 18. I think that is encouraging if you just look at the box score. The Achilles heel as you dig through some of these stats, even if you look at the turnover margin, which is not significant, was when these things happen. And so a tap, 2 possessions into the hand of a Grizzlies player that may not have always necessarily ended in a 3, but maybe it's an attack in the paint and it's a floater. It becomes debilitating in the fourth when your team is struggling to score the basketball if you're the Knicks. And then, of course, turnovers. The points off turnovers in the fourth, 4. The ball game, 4-point difference. And so this is a team that's tied for second place in the West. Your margin for error is that small.
And I think of a phrase that Mike D'Antoni used to use all the time, the ball finds energy. That, to me, is a fitting phrase to describe the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant is a motor that never, ever stops. And he got to a point in this game where you could see the Knicks were building a lead, having a lead, playing really well. And as a star in my building, oh, no. This is not happening. And he turned it up another gear and started attacking and just started making plays, and everybody fed off that. But that Grizzlies team, the ball finds energy, a lot of energy with that group. I don't want to play them in the playoffs, I'll tell you that, if I'm anybody in the West.
2 minutes or so to go in the third quarter?
Up by 15.
Right. Ja comes, was it the third? It might have been the top of the fourth. Ja comes down behind the back. Dunk doesn't count, but you saw him talking his talk, as they say.
Oh, he got Deuce also. Remember, we got Deuce one-on-one?
Yeah.
And he kind of just,
sidestep.
Bodied him, showed him you're a little too small for me.
Yep.
And then he flexed. Like, all those little moments let you know, as a star in your building. This is what stars do when you're home and you're playing a team that you say, they're not supposed to beat us. You turn it up a level and make sure you get that win. He did that. That's what makes him a star.
Again, you had a third quarter of boom tonight, fourth quarter of doom. Third quarter, at one point, the Knicks were outscoring Memphis 40-20. You mentioned Memphis closed on a run at the end of the third, but all told, Monica, for that third quarter, the Knicks won at 40-26.
They looked fantastic in that third quarter. It was the confident basketball that we talked about them displaying in Dallas. Julius out in transition. For one, I go to the mountaintops and scream it. Easy baskets, high percentage shots, points in the paint. They were moving the ball well, attacking, not being fazed by this Memphis defense, which is one of the better defensive units in the league. It was just simple, but this is when, another one, a heads-up play here by Julius Randle. And all of these plays were terrific, but I can't help but think about the last 3 for the Knicks at the end of the third quarter that didn't go so well, but this is what they, and you know what? They probably could have found ways to get these, but you have to be so deliberate in responding when Memphis, as we talked about, led by Ja, is starting to get on. But this hustle from Julius Randle, that was such a great play. And so you almost have to punch and counterpunch. Like you have to be that deliberate. Or as you can see, you look up and the lead has completely dissipated.
Yeah, and that's what I go back to. Stars doing what you do to win a game. So you saw Julius Randle there sprinting up the floor, making plays. He gets the block, then he runs up the floor to finish the play. That's what stars do. I'm trying to get this win for my team. We're trying to stay in the hunt. And that's when Ja Morant saw that and said, okay, I see what you're doing. I'm going to now raise my level too. That's why that fourth quarter went the way it went.
Decision making.
Just for the record, the Knicks had a 3-game winning streak.
Here we go.
I had to get this
Here-
out. I didn't want to do it off the top.
Listen.
And without you here, and we love you, but
I just would like to point out that Bill Pito's winning percentage is probably worse than mine. Also, I'm sorry.
It's been a tough decade, to be honest with you.
My earrings did not work, guys. I'm sorry.
neither did my orange tie.
Listen, if I was here versus Sacramento, I would expect, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the number 2 team in the West. We knew this was going to be a tall task tonight.
It's going to be a tough game. But
And the fourth quarter, take us through it, Alan, because the Knicks
Do I have to?
scored 31-18.
Yeah,
the whole thing, and it turns like this.
15-5 start. But I agree with Monica. Monica nailed it. This started at the end of the third quarter when you didn't close that quarter out strong and you let them get closer and they got some energy. Look at it. Here's the play I'm talking about right here. Look at Deuce.
Shoulder.
Deuce.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I let the dog off the leash. And what did he do? He barked right back at him. That's what he did. He flexed him. Look at him looking back at him, saying, I don't even know who you are. Second-round pick. What? Look at the block shots. I tell you, right? Jackson coming from behind like that. You don't see him, and he's got long arms. Nice finish there again. Think about it. The Knicks had foul trouble with all their centers. They're not very deep right now with the injuries. Quickly want to let you know it's time. That's their last lead right there. However, nice finish there. I believe actually that's the last lead where Burks hits that. And it just got, the block shots just got to be too much. Watch this finish here. This is pretty much where the game stopped. You just kind of knew from there now you're just uphill. He's letting the crowd know. You know, that again, that's why he's an all-star. But this was a relatively fun game. This was a very interesting, a back-and-forth kind of battle. And in the fourth quarter, if you're watching the NBA, if we take a step away and you're not, like, rooting, you're just watching this game in general, you're saying, well, that was a good battle, and the home team won, which was supposed to happen. But when you're looking at it from a Knicks perspective of 3.5 out, trying to stay in it, you know, you've got other teams playing tonight that you either have to keep up with or take advantage of, and you lose a game like this that you had a lead in, hurts a lot more.
I think we have to change what we think is a significant lead in this league. 15 points in today's game is nothing.
Well, it's not like they were hitting, like some teams hit threes to take a lead away. They got turnovers. They just got after you defensively, and then they stifled the Knicks, who went 40 points in one quarter, and the very next quarter barely got to 18.
And only with a flurry late. It was like, you know, without a couple of late buckets, it would have been 12 points in the fourth quarter.
They are just one of these teams, like they're like, similar to the Miami Heat. The way they get after you defensively, the way they block shots, the way they just are
relentless,
their speed, all of that, where you can't for a minute, can't take one shift off, not one. That's how they play. Now, they give up a lot of points. They did give up a lot of points in this game, but they are a team that you have to, every possession, you got to be at 100.
They make you pay for bad decisions. And as much as Greg Popovich said this 3 games ago, as much as we marvel at Ja Morant and what he does in terms of the explosiveness and the highlight plays, when he's on, because everybody has an off night, he doesn't make bad decisions. He's such control over the pace and the speed of the game, the moments in the game, and the Memphis Grizzlies make you pay for bad decisions. Like, literally, you could see the game shift. Heat check shot, run out, easy 2. 2 turnovers, easy 2, easy 2. You look up, it's now an 11-point game. And then you're right. There is no 15, 20-point cushion, which even in today's league, we've seen more than one team come and go from leads of that length.
Worth pointing out, Julius Randle took a season-high 27 shots. Oh, you know, excellent game, 36 points, 23 points for RJ Barrett. All told, not enough. Every Knicks starter in double digits. Mitchell Robinson really all around the box score with 10 points, 16 rebounds.
4 assists.
4 assists.
Rear high.
And 3 steals and 4 blocks. But put it together.
When did these things happen? I hear you. When?
Not when the game was
You
being
gotta play in the fourth.
when
You
it
gotta
matters.
play in the fourth.
Yeah, it's a make or miss league. It's a fourth quarter league. We have learned that for sure if we didn't know it coming into this year.